and we care for them in more ways than one. Like there are regular trips to the Kennedy Center. There are regular trips to downtown for fine dining. There are regular trips to the museums directed by our Director of Resident Services. So there are more activities that one can be involved in. Our residents complain about, well, I got to take a break. I'm going. And Dora and Anakin.
That's good. That keeps you active.
Keeps you active.
Right.
And our resident association is also very active. There's opportunity to serve on various committees. People are still actively engaged. And so there is opportunity to keep the mind going. There are programs that through the university that our residents participate in.
Right.
We have a library right on campus because many of our residents have served in the foreign service. They are academics. They have written books. And so many books in our library are written by our residents. It's very diverse. And the dialogue that encompasses that evolves at dinner or just for time prior to dinner is fantastic. So there is the quality of the residents and the diversity of the residents makes for quite a stimulating
Well, let's introduce our guests here, Dora and Anna.
Well, and Mrs. Halton here has taken the lead in the Black History Month program for this month, and so I'll let her talk about that.
All right.
Well, we had a very exciting time planning for the Black History program, and the snow came along.
Oh, wow.
And decided that we shouldn't have the first one. But we have had the two movies, one movie during the day, so that the people in the assistant living could come, and we served them popcorn. And,
oh, wow.
And so we had a wonderful time there. And then during the evening on the 15th, we had the Great Debaters.
Greater Debaters.
Yes,
what was that about? That was DeSalle Washington.
That's right. That's
oh,
right.
Wow.
That's
mean, big time.
And so we had a wonderful movie, and we had a wonderful attendance because of the number of people in the apartments, and some came from the homes too. But it was really beautiful, and we served them popcorn and punch, and we just had a nice time. Now, on Wednesday of next week, we plan to go to Baltimore to see the Blacks in Wax. And so we feel...
Blacks in Wax.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
And so I think that's going to be interesting. And then on the 28th, we have our final. Oh, and I forgot.
And where is that going to be held, the final?
Oh, at
28th.
Collington.
It's going to be held
yes,
at Collington?
At Collington at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's on a Sunday, so it means that the people of the community can come and enjoy our program too.
And highlighting you doing Black history, what are the points that you're trying to bring out to the community?
Well,
information about the contributions that Blacks have made to the United States?
Well, we have a display, and this display this year is on memorabilia of the past, and everyone seems to be enjoying it very much. And we are not pushing history as such this year because we think that history is too much every year. So we have newspapers and magazines and articles that we think are important for people to read if they like.
Great.
But it's not just history of Negroes or American what is it? Afro-Americans.
Afro-Americans.
Yes, yes.
But the deal, well, what about, I'm interested in Denzel Washington. What was his, give me a count of that. I'm sorry I missed that. In fact, I wanted to, but
yes.
Tell me about it.
I'm sorry you missed it too, because it was a story about college students.
Great.
Wiley College, and the difficulties that they went through in order to develop this debating team. And they kept debating colleges, and in the end, they got to debate Harvard.
Got to debate Harvard, big time.
They got to, yes, debate Harvard. And they won.
They won.
Yes.
Right.
And you should have heard them.
Yeah.
They were very good.
I can imagine.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic.
And so that was the climax, and then they told you what certain people, and it was a true story.
Right. Right.
And they told you what they had done in the future.
Good. Well, okay then. What about the young lady there? Is that Anna?
Yes,
Tell us.
Anna.
I heard that you're a pioneer. Tell us about this pioneer. How do you get to be a pioneer?
You have to be old in the first place.
Is that no? It's more of a qualification than that.
Well,
Tell us about it. How did you decide to come into an environment like this?
Well, my husband and I had always said we would move to an apartment when the home became too much to
like
keep.
shoveling the snow.
So when Collington came along, we just went for it.
Right.
And I've been there over 21 years now.
21
I was there for the
years.
groundbreaking.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was there for the groundbreaking. I've been there for everything that has happened since 1988.
Since 1988? Tell us
it has really been a joy for me living there.
Okay, well, tell us something about it.
Well, I've just seen so much.
See, you have the experience. These other guys, they just come on. Tell us about it. You have experienced
I've just seen so much, and some of it I've forgotten because so much has happened since I've been there.
Yeah, but the positiveness of
it's nice. It really is. And doing these last blizzards made me realize how fortunate I am to be there.
Right.
And we just have so much there. It's something for everybody. It's something to do. We have a store, a country store.
Is that right? So you didn't tell us that.
You just can't remember everything.
You cut me off too quick.
Not enough time. You had 1 second. Larry forgot that. You have a store there?
We have a store there.
No kidding.
Although they do take us to the store. We have transportation to take us to the store.
Yeah, but do you have, that's marvelous. That means, if the last minute you say, I think I want this, you don't have to wait for the bus.
I had to stop in and buy a loaf of bread this morning.
Is that right? That's fantastic. That's a plus, Larry.
Definitively.
That's definitely a plus.
Well, not just the store. There's also a beauty shop.
A beauty
shop.
There's a
I know the ladies like that.
Yeah, bank branch there.
All the services. Bike racks?
Bank.
Bank. Oh, yeah, bank. Money.
Yes.
Everybody needs that.
Right. So
sooner or later.
Take care of your banking right on campus.
Is that right?
Yes.
You have banking?
Then I'd like for you to know that we have a flower room.
A flower room. And explain that to me now.
The wonderful part about the flower room is that the community helps us with the flowers. Any funeral home that we have contacted, if the people are not interested in using their flowers, they send them to us.
Is that right?
And then we clip them and put them in the containers to keep for the next day or for during the week. And then we have arrangers, and the arrangers make such beautiful arrangements to put around the campus in the apartments and so forth.
Now that's fabulous. It's very, very unique. And all of you out there, I know it's a sad situation when you go to a funeral, but most of us, I know I have, after the funeral, you don't know what to do with the beautiful bouquets that you
That's
have
right.
there.
That's
But
right.
that's a service that you're offering to the community. When they have a funeral, then they bring the flowers over to the home.
Or we go
Or
and
weddings.
pick them up.
Huh?
Or weddings.
Flowers from weddings and funerals. Now, when you finish with them, send them over to Collington.